Mhm. All right, Mr. Barton, when your client pops in, if they pop in with their name, then I'll let you know. You can turn your camera back on.
Okay, will do, Your Honor. Thank you.
You're welcome. I'm ready on Love. This is case number 234456801. The People versus Sybil LaShawn Love. Defendant is charged with assault or assault and battery. Today is the date set for a final pretrial conference. Appearances, please.
Good morning, Your Honor. Christina Ritter on behalf of the people, P number 83505.
Your Honor, may it please this honorable court. Larry Polk on behalf of Civil Love, who is present by way of Zoom. My P number is 48164. Ms. Love, would you unmute and state your name for the record, please?
Sybil Love.
Thank you. Today is the date set for a final pretrial conference. The matter is scheduled at 9:10. That it indicates that Ms. Love should have a trial on my books. Mr. Polk, how are we proceeding?
Judge, we are proceeding with trial. The trial is scheduled, I believe, is June 24th. I'll just make sure. June 11th, I'm sorry.
Oh, okay. So then that probably means, Ms. Ritter, you were supposed to confirm something if I set this pretrial this early. Was that? No.
Not in my notes, Judge. I have that the complaining witness appeared at a pretrial September 21st of 2020.
She did. She did,
okay.
Judge. Yes, she did.
Okay. Well, then I wonder why I said this. Maybe were you all trying to see if you were going to resolve it?
We had some discussion, Judge, and we're just not able to resolve it at this point.
Okay. Well, then you are correct. It is on my schedule for June 11th, and it is the first in priority. So do you need another final pretrial conference, or we're pretty set and ready to go?
I believe that there's always opportunity to try to resolve it. So you give us, June is quite a ways away. If you give us another pretrial, that should be sufficient.
And Judge, the people actually are requesting another final pretrial. It looks like there was some outstanding video that I need to get over to Mr. Polk, and I'm sending that over right now.
Okay. So it looks like, let's see. Maybe we could have, oh, okay. I'm gonna be, all right, maybe, what about June 4th or 5th for a final pretrial?
June 4th is fine, Judge.
All right. So I'll continue another final pretrial to June 4th at 9:10. And then if there is no resolution, then we will proceed to the jury trial on June 11th at 10:30.
Thank you very much, Judge.
All right. Anything further, bond will continue.
Always a pleasure. Enjoy your holiday.
Same to you.
Thank you.
All right, Miss Love, you're all set, ma'am. Have a great day. Stay safe. Happy holidays.
Same to you, Judge. Happy holidays.
All right,
I'll speak to you later, Miss Ritter. Have a blessed day.
Okay, Mr. Polk. Thank you. Have a good one.
Bye-bye. Sure.
All right. Miss Ritter, let's bring in your witness. What, you said 398.
Yes, the aggravated assault case.
Oh,
for
because
Mr.
they have
Rogers.
two. Okay.
Yep.
Let's see. All right, good morning, Ms. Castillo. Please accept to join the breakout room. The prosecutor will come in to speak with you shortly. All right, hold tight, Ms. Ritter. I'm gonna bring in these other two unidentifieds.
Okay.
And the person that's identified as a Zoom user, please unmute and state your name. And state your name.
Hello, my name is Mikhail Heath. Sorry.
All right. Mr. Heath, I'm gonna send you to a breakout room. The lawyers will be in to speak with you. Do not leave the breakout room until they come in to speak with you. Make sure that you are properly dressed for court, that you are not in a bed, that you are sitting upright and ready to attend court. I'm gonna send you to breakout room number 4. Please accept to join the breakout room.
Okay.
Can the person identified as Sheila's iPad please unmute and state your name? And the person identified as Sheila's iPad, please unmute and state your name.
William Jackson.
Thank you.
Yeah.
You said William Jackson,
Yes, ma'am.
Mr. Flanagan?
Yes, Your Honor.
I thought you said William Jackson was in person.
No, that's the complaining witness in person.
Oh. Okay. Oh, you did say that. Okay. Mr. Jackson,
Yes, ma'am.
you sound like you in the kitchen when somebody is in the kitchen with you and they sound like they might be cooking. I need you to get in a place, and whoever it is, tell them, ask them to please stop talking to me because we're in
Okay.
court. Okay, Mr. Jackson, I need you to get in a place that is quiet and that we can have you unmuted and that we won't hear pots clinging and people talking in the background. I'm going
Yes,
to send you to a breakout room. Please accept to join the breakout room and then wait for the lawyers to come in to speak with you. Do not leave the breakout room until someone has come in to speak with you. Please make sure that you are properly dressed for court and that you are ready to attend court. Please join breakout room, number 5.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, Ms. Ritter, you can go. Oh, Mr. Barton, I think this is your client. Name is Sharon. Did you need to speak with her?
Your Honor, just very briefly, if at all possible.
Oh, I'll engage the video.
Thank you.
All right. Ma'am, please accept to join the breakout room.
Okay.
Good morning, Ms. Woods. Please accept to join the breakout room and wait for the lawyers to come in to speak with you. Do not leave the breakout room until you have spoken with the lawyer.
Is it okay for me to go to Ms. Woods?
Yes. But really, can you go to Jackson? Can somebody go to Jackson? Because there's a complaining witness.
Jackson. Yes.
Ms. Broden, don't log in the court in the bed anymore. Don't do that. Don't do that. Yeah, that was inappropriate. Please accept to join the breakout room and wait for the lawyers to come in to speak with you. Mr. Montgomery, please, I need you to get stationary and adjust your camera, and then I'm going to send you to breakout room. Please wait for the lawyers to come in to speak with you. Do not leave the breakout room until you have spoken with a lawyer. All right, it looks like we're ready on, ma'am, pronounce your name for me, your last name.
Howard.
Thank you. Looks like we're ready on Coward. This is case number 234440102. The people of the state of Michigan versus Sharon Shante Coward. The defendant is charged with 1 count of assault or assault and battery. Today is the date set for final pretrial conference appearances, please.
For the record, Your Honor, Christina Ritter on behalf of the people, and Judge, the co-defendant is Ms. Dozier.
I'm sorry?
The co-defendant is Ms. Dozier.
Oh. All right, give me one moment. Oh, my text isn't going through. Mr. Barton, I'm gonna, well, why is my,
Yes, Your Honor.
oh, it may have gone through now. Let's see. I was gonna send you in with Miss Stevenson so you could tell her to come out.
Oh.
But let's see.
I can do that if you like.
Go in there and tell her I said, no, you know what? I'm just
Verbatim.
gonna move her because I'm gonna show her. I'm gonna show her better. I'm gonna show her better than I can tell her.
Lord. I miss y'all.
Because she never looks at her text messages, notwithstanding the fact that the judge told her to look at her text messages. All right.
Good morning, Mr. Barton. Happy to
Oh my God. How you doing, Miss Stevenson? Good to see you.
Y'all
As
taking over
always.
my Zoom court? Y'all
No.
taking over? Oh,
never.
no takeovers.
Excuse me.
All
Sorry
right,
about
this
that.
is recall. This is case number 234440101, the people versus Sharonda Dozier, and then 02, the people versus Sharon Shante Coward. The defendants are each charged with 1 count of assault or assault and battery, and today is the date set for final pretrial conference appearances, please.
For the record, Your Honor, Christina Ritter on behalf of the people.
For the record, Your Honor, Janice Stevenson appearing on behalf of Ms. Sharonda Dozier. Ms. Dozier, ma'am, please unmute and tell the judge your full name.
Sharonda Dozier.
And may it please this honorable court, Darnell Barton, P 83363, on behalf of, standing in for the attorney of record, Harry Boffman, for Miss Sharon Coward. Ma'am, may you unmute and just state your name only for the record, please?
Sharon Coward.
Thank you.
What's your middle name, Ms. Coward?
Sharon Shante Coward.
Today is the day set for final pretrial conference. As to Ms. Dozier, how are we proceeding?
Thank you, Your Honor. Ms. Dozier will continue her plea of not guilty. We ask that this matter be set for jury trial.
As to Ms. Coward, how are we proceeding?
That would be the same, Your Honor. She would maintain her not guilty plea, and as you said, at trial. Jury
Court will
trial.
continue not guilty pleas on behalf of both defendants and set the matters for trial. August the 12th. At 10:30. Final pretrial conference. June 18th. At 9:10. When is the last time that the complaining witness appeared?
Judge, the complaining witness appeared at the pretrial conference on October 17, 2023.
All right, anything further?
No, thank you, Your Honor.
Nothing
from
on
defense.
behalf,
Oh, I'm
sorry,
sorry.
Mr. Burton.
No,
Nothing on
please, go
behalf of
ahead.
Ms. Dozier.
Nothing on behalf of Ms. Coward, Your Honor.
All right, then we're all set until June 18th at 9:10. Bond will continue for each defendant, no contact with the complaining witness. Have a great day, stay safe, happy holidays.
Thank you. You guys have a
Thank you,
great
Your
day.
Honor.
Have a happy holidays. Bye-bye.
Thank-
Ms. Stevenson, you weren't finished with Mr. Jackson?
I was just finishing, so
Okay, go ahead and
I
finish it.
think I prompted him to come out.
Oh, he didn't look, he wasn't looking.
Okay. Go get him. Oh,
You're not ready. Ms. Madison, good morning. Please accept to join the breakout room and wait for the lawyers to come in to speak with you. Do not leave the breakout room until you have spoken with a lawyer.
Okay.
I'm ready on Jackson. This is case number 224430501. The people of the state of Michigan versus William Lamar Jackson. The defendant is charged with one count of assault or assault and battery. Today is the date set for final pretrial conference. Appearances, please.
For the record, Your Honor, Christina Ritter on behalf of the people. Also have the complaining witness present in person today, actually. Ma'am, can you state your name for the record?
Alicia Foreman.
and for the record, Your Honor, Janice Stevens' son, appearing on behalf of Mr. William Jackson. Mr. Jackson, sir, please unmute and say your full name.
William Lamar Jackson.
Today is the date set for final pretrial conference. Ms. Stevenson, how are we proceeding?
Thank you, Your Honor. Mr. Jackson continues his plea of not guilty and asks that this matter be set for jury trial.
The court is going to continue a not guilty plea on behalf of Mr. Jackson and set the matter for a jury trial. And I'm going to, give me 1 second. I need to. May 26th, okay. All right, the court is going to set the matter for May 20th. At 10:30 a.m. with the final pretrial conference of May 10th. Strike that May 10th. Final pretrial conference is April 19th. At 9:10. And then, of course, the jury trial, May 20th, is at 10:30. Bond will continue with no contact with the complaining witness, who has appeared today, ma'am, and therefore your appearance is not required on April 19th. With respect to the jury trial on May 20th, Mr. Jackson's case is the first case in priority. Therefore, if the matter does not settle on April 19th, then the jury trial will go on May 20th. Anything further?
No, thank you, Judge.
Nothing on behalf of Mr. Jackson. Thank you very much, Your Honor.
All right, then we're all set until April 19th at 9:10, and the complaining witness is not required to appear, but you may appear should you want to. You can appear in person or on Zoom. Have a great day, stay safe, and happy holidays to everyone.
Okay.
All right. Okay, your complaining witness came after the case was called?
Yes, Judge, from what I noticed.
Okay. Well, yeah, they haven't been here. Miss Rory, please accept to join the breakout room, ma'am. The prosecutor will be in to talk with you shortly.
Okay.
Good morning, Mr. Mercer.
And good morning.
Mr. Mercer,
Yes,
where's your client?
I do not know, Your Honor.
You haven't spoken with your client?
No, I have not, Your Honor, not since the last court hearing when she was notified of today's hearing.
Okay. Do you have a phone number for your client?
Let me double check my file. No, I do not, Your Honor.
Oh, okay. Mr. Flanagan, do we have a phone number for Miss Clerk?
Not in the ROA. Let me check the file, Your Honor.
Okay. Mr. Mercer, something is in the way right there. What's that?
That would be the microphone.
Oh,
Judge
you're
Edwards'
the
courtroom.
Yeah.
Okay, so Mr. Mercer, you said in Judge Evans' courtroom?
I'm going to go in the hallway now, Your Honor. I just was handing in a plea form for a case to be called later.
Oh, okay. Well,
I'm
because
exiting now.
what I was going to say is if you call my courtroom and give the clerk a number, we can text you or call you. Or then I was saying if you were in Judge Evans' courtroom, maybe we could call that courtroom. If your client shows up, If not, this is the first scheduling of the sentencing, so I'm not going to capious her if she doesn't show up because of the new court rule or the new legislation, but I will, so I'll adjourn her case until probably the first week of February or something like that, so we can call and let you know.
Okay, should I just put that phone number in the chat, Your Honor?
Yeah, put it in it. Let me see if I disable the chat, because you know sometimes I disable the chat because people come in chatting to me like I'm going to look at that chat. Yes, you can put it in the chat. You can specifically just put it in the chat for courtroom 339 because that's the only place that needs to know it. And then we can call Ms. Ritter.
I'm sorry, Judge. I didn't mean to interrupt. I was just going to tell the court that in our system, we have a number for Ms. Clark.
Oh, can you put that in the chat to Mr. Flanagan?
Yes.
Or put it in the chat for Mr. Mercer.
Okay.
So apparently the prosecutor has a phone number for your client, Mr. Mercer.
Oh, wonderful.
So maybe you could try to call on that number. She'll put it in the chat to you and Mr. Flanagan. Okay.
And I will tell my client when and if I can reach her at this number to zoom in immediately.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right. Good morning, Mr. Dillard.
Good morning, Your Honor. Could I have a breakout with Ms. Ritter?
No, counsel, I'm in the middle of my docket. You all have to talk before court. For courtroom 339, you all have to talk before court, but your client isn't here. Do you know where your client is?
He should be showing up.
Okay, well, he hasn't shown up so far. So I'm getting ready to put some other cases on the record. When we get a break, then I can see if Ms. Ritter can speak with you.
Okay, thank you. And Ms. Ritter, is she still there?
Don't do that, Mr. Dillard. I'm conducting court.
Okay, thank you.
You can talk to Ms. Ritter when we get a break. Okay, thank you, counsel. Ms. Stevenson, are we ready on? Y'all not, I mean, I don't even understand that. Are we ready? Okay. Let's go. I'm actually gonna dismiss Ms. Castillo. Well, there's a Zoom user. Hold on. Let's see who the Zoom user is. And then I'm gonna dismiss Ms. Castillo. Or give her the option, I should say. And then Mr. Brown doesn't have a plus sign. Does that mean that you all didn't get to speak with him?
I didn't, but we would be ready on Mr. Brown if he's been to breakout. I didn't know if
I don't know if he has. All I know is that I have him highlighted. So I don't know. He popped back in the waiting room. I don't know if anyone spoke to him. Can the person, don't do that. Don't do that. Can the person identified as a Zoom user please state your name for the court?
Mikhail Heath.
All right, thank you. Ms. Stevenson, did you all speak with Mr. Heath?
I believe so, Your Honor.
Okay. So Mr. Heath, please don't leave again so that your name will remain identified on your device. I'm going to put you in the waiting room. All right, are we ready on? Nope, they're not out. Oh, well then actually Mr. Heath might be the next person. Do I have everyone? No, let's go with, who was that earlier? And you said, oh, we already did them. All right, let's go with Ms. Madison. No, Mr. Paluk. Mr. Paluk. He came out first. All right, Mr. Paluk, you can start your video now. All right, this is case number 224408401, the people of the state of Michigan versus Dominic Thomas Paluk. Defendant is charged with 1 count of assault or assault and battery, and today is the date set for a final pretrial conference. Appearances, please.
For the record, Your Honor, Christina Ritter on behalf of the people.
Janice Stevenson appearing on behalf of Mr. Dominic Paluk. Mr. Paluk, sir, please unmute and say your full name.
Dominic Thomas Paluk.
Thank you, sir. Today is the date set for final pretrial conference. Ms. Stevenson, how are we proceeding?
Your Honor, I believe the people were to confirm the complainant's cooperation with the prosecution. If that has not happened, we would move for dismissal.
Ms. Ritter?
Judge, so according to my notes, it looks like the court set this final pretrial conference requiring the complaining witness to be present. There was notice sent out to the complaining witness to attend today's final pretrial conference. And I don't see the complaining witness, Ms. Christine Ledman, in the waiting room, at least by that name, Your Honor. I don't have an explanation as to why the complaining witness is not present. So at this time, Your Honor, the people will not be able to proceed to the jury trial set for March 19th, 2024, due to the complaining witness's failure to appear for the final pretrial conference.
Today is the day set for final pretrial conference. The complaining witness was required to appear. They have failed to appear, and the people have no explanation for the failure. They are unable to proceed. The court is going to, and the court will note for the record that there are no unidentified devices in the waiting room. The court is therefore going to grant defense counsel's motion and dismiss the matter without prejudice. Mr. Paluk, that means that if the people were to locate their witness and they were able to move forward, they could refile the case if they wanted to. But right now, the matter is dismissed without prejudice. We will mail you a copy of the order of dismissal for your records. Have a great day. Stay safe.
Okay, thank you, Your Honor. You have a great day as well. Happy holidays.
Thank you. Same to you. I have no unidentified devices, so I'm going to bring in Ms. Castillo. All right. Good morning, Ms. Castillo.
Good morning.
I understand that you are the complaining witness as to a matter involving Kofi Jamal Rogers. Oh, did we check the jail before is Mr. Rogers in custody? Is he on the jail list?
He's not on the jail list, Your Honor, but I'll call over to confirm.
All right, ma'am, he has not appeared and he's not on the jail list. The court is going to adjourn his case as it is the first scheduling for both of his cases. I am going to adjourn the cases to February the 9th. (2024) at 8:35. If he fails to appear at that time, the court is going to revoke his bond, issue a warrant for his arrest. Your appearance today has been noted. Therefore, you're not required to appear on February 9th. However, if you want to know for sure what happens, you're free to appear, or you can contact the prosecutor's office and they can inform you as to whether the matter is proceeding or whether a warrant has gone out for Mr. Rogers' arrest. Okay?
Okay.
All right. Have a great day. Stay safe. Happy holidays.
Thank you.
You're welcome. All right. And then Ms. Stevenson, are you ready on Turner that's in person? Or did
Ready
you
on,
need?
ready on Turner, you're on.
Okay. All right, this is Madison, case number 224478201, the People versus Tanijah Madison. Defendant is charged with 1 count of assault or assault and battery. Today is the date set for a final pretrial conference. Appearances, please.
For the record, Your Honor, Christina Ritter on behalf of the people.
Janice Stevenson appearing on behalf of Ms. Tanija Madison. Ms. Madison, ma'am, please say your full name.
Tanija Madison. Today is the day set for final pretrial conference. How are we proceeding?
Your Honor, we believe the complainant's cooperation was to be determined today. If that has not happened, we would move for dismissal.
Ms. Ritter.
Your Honor, so the court set a final pretrial, well, there's a jury trial set for February 21st, 2024, and the court set a final pretrial conference for today, requiring the appearance of the complainant witness. I don't see the complainant witness, Mr. Miles Lomax, in the waiting room, Judge. There was notification sent out to Mr. Lomax to appear, and I don't have an explanation as to why he is not present. So at this time, Your Honor, the people will not be able to proceed to that jury trial based on the complainant witness's failure to appear for today's final pretrial.
Today is the day set for final pretrial conference. The complaining witness was required to appear. They failed to appear. The people have no explanation for the failure. They are unable to proceed to the jury trial scheduled for February 21st. The court is going to grant defense counsel's motion. The matter is dismissed without prejudice. Ms. Madison, that does mean that if the people were to locate their witness and they wanted to move forward with the case, they may reissue the charges. They could reissue the charges. However, the court is dismissing the matter without prejudice. We will mail you a copy of the order of dismissal for your records. Ma'am, have a great day. Stay safe and happy holidays to you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome. I'm ready on Woods, and then Heath, and then Turner. This is case number 224410401, the people of the state of Michigan versus Christia Woods. The defendant is charged with 1 count of assault or assault and battery. Today is the date set for a final pretrial conference. Appearances, please.
For the record, Your Honor, Christina Ritter on behalf of the people.
Janice.
Yes, Your Honor.
Oh, sorry about that. Go ahead, Mr. Bird.
And yes, Your Honor, Brandon Bird on behalf of Demetria Woods. Ms. Woods, please state your full name for the record.
Demetria Christian Woods.
Oh, they left off the end. We ran out of space. It's Christian. Okay. Today is the date set for final pretrial conference. Mr. Bird?
Yes, Your Honor, I believe we're going to make a motion to dismiss if the availability of the witness hasn't been determined.
Ms. Ritter?
Your Honor, so it looks like the court set a final pretrial conference for today requiring the complainant witness to be present. There is also a jury trial scheduled for February 21st, 2024. I don't see the complainant witness, Ms. Christina Effort, in the waiting room, and I don't have an explanation as to why Ms. Effort is not present. So at this time, Judge, the people will not be able to proceed to the jury trial based on the complainant witness's failure to appear.
Today is the date set for final pretrial conference. The complaining witness was required to appear, or the people to confirm their willingness, I think. They have failed to appear, and the people have not been able to make contact with the complaining witness. The court is going to grant defense counsel's motion. The matter is dismissed without prejudice. Ms. Woods, that does mean if the people were to locate the witness and the witness had a valid reason why they did not appear and they wanted to move forward, then the people could reissue the charges, okay?
Okay.
All right, but for now, the matter is dismissed without prejudice, and you are all set. Have a great day. Stay safe. We will mail a copy of the order of dismissal to you for your record.
Thank you.
All right, you're welcome. Have a great day. Stay safe. Happy holidays to you.
Thank to you.
All right. Okay, I'm ready on Heath and then Turner. Mr. Flanagan.
Yes, Your Honor.
The did the attorney Allen show up? No.
No.
Yeah, can you find out from Allen where he or she is and their client?
Okay.
And also Mr. Lakin and his client. Oh, this might be Mr. Lakin. Okay. Mr. Lakin might be this. All right. All right. Mr. Byrd,
Yes, Your Honor.
did you speak with Dante Brown?
I haven't, Your Honor. He was on the telephone, and I let him know that he needed to call in with a video.
Okay, so let's bring him in and see. Okay. All right, I'm ready on. Oh, well, Mr. Allen's client is here. That's what it was. Mr. Allen's client is here. We need Mr. or Miss Allen's client is here. We need the attorney. That's what the issue is. All right, I'm ready on Heath. This is case number 204539001, the People versus Mikhail Gerard Heath. Defendant is charged with 1 count of guns, improper possession. Today is the date set for final pretrial conference. Appearances, please.
For the record, Your Honor, Christina Ritter on behalf of the people.
Yes, Your Honor. Brandon Byrd on behalf of Mikhail Heath. Mr. Heath, please unmute yourself and state your full name for the record.
My name is Mikhail Heath.
And what's your middle name, Mr. Heath?
Gerard, second middle name is Leroy.
All right, thank you, sir. Today is the date set for final pretrial conference. Mr. Byrd?
Respectfully, we're going to request for a dismissal if the complaining witness isn't here today.
I don't know that a complaining witness would have been required. Miss Ritter?
I don't have those notes, Judge.
Say that again.
I don't have those notes that a complaining witness was required to appear, Judge. This is an improper possession of a firearm.
Yeah, I think the witness would be a police officer or.
Correct.
Yeah.
Well,
So the motion to dismiss is denied.
Are there any offers on the table? Actually, my client does have a valid CPL at the moment, and we're wondering if are there any offers available? And I wanted to make you aware of that my client does have a valid CPL right now.
Well, what I'll do is I'll send Mr. Heath back to the breakout room. Ms. Ritter, did the people already send over an offer?
We did, Judge, along with discovery back on October 19th.
So, Ms. Stevenson, do you have?
Sorry, I don't have the offer.
Okay, can you send the offer? She says she has discovery and no offer.
Okay, I'll put the offer in the chat for Ms. Stevenson.
Or put it in for Mr. Byrd, because I think Mr. Byrd is, well, I don't know how to chat. Just put it in the chat.
For Mr. Byrd, please.
Mr. Heath, I'm going to send you back to the breakout room, and they're going to review the offer from the people, and then they'll let you, and then they'll discuss it with you. Mr. Byrd, if you, I guess, see the offer and want to try to do something else with Ms. Ritter, let me know.
Thank you.
Okay, then looks like I'm ready on Turner. I think this is Mr. What you call it? I'm going to do Turner, and then I'm going to take a break, a quick break. So then Miss Ritter, you could talk to Mr. Dillard, unless you're going to take a break too. Okay, this is case number 164446801, the people versus Cheryl Turner. Defendant is charged with child abuse, 4th degree. Today is the date set for final pretrial conference appearances, please.
For the record, Your Honor, Christina Ritter on behalf of the people.
Janice Stevenson appearing on behalf of Ms. Cheryl Turner. Good morning again, Ms. Turner. Ma'am, please say your full name.
Cheryl Nicole Turner.
Today is the date set for final pretrial conference. Ms. Stevenson.
So, Your Honor, I'm looking through my notes. I don't know if the court has already addressed this, and I don't want to blindside Ms. Ritter. The complaining witness in this matter at this time is now an adult. So, if the court has already ordered for the people to determine the complainant's cooperation, we would move for dismissal if that has not happened. If that has not been ordered, I would ask for another final pretrial conference.
Ms. Ritter, did I address that issue? How old is the complaining witness? Now, of course, not at the time, but now.
So that issue was not addressed according to my notes, Judge.
So when we say the complaining witness is an adult, are they an 18-year-old adult, or are they an adult?
They are over the age of 18 now.
So this is a 2016 case. So that's what, 17 years ago?
7.
2000 and I'm acting like child, did you hear me? I'm acting like it was 2006. So it's a 2006, 2016 case. So how old was the complainant at the time of the alleged incident?
17 years.
Oh, okay. So Ms. Ritter says I didn't address it, and I don't have my notes from that day. So I am going to indicate, due to the age of the case, I'm not requiring the complaining witness to appear. However, I will adjourn the final pretrial, require the people to confirm that they have had contact with the complaining witness, and that the complaining witness still wishes to pursue or testify on behalf of the people, or the people can let me know if they have evidence outside of the complaining witness sufficient to prove their case beyond a reasonable doubt. So if the people can proceed without the complaining witness, we will proceed. But if you need the complaining witness's cooperation to proceed, then then you need to let me know that they're willing to proceed with the case. So let's adjourn. Well, let's go to, how many do I have on February 20th, Mr. Flanagan? I know I have a bench trial now.
22.
Oh, that might be too many, because the magistrates still have to put 10 on, don't they? They're not that far.
Oh, no, they put them on. They load them up, loaded them up.
Okay, well then let's adjourn this to February the 20th. And the people will confirm their witness. Let's set it at, what time is it set for today? 9 o'clock. Let's set it for 9:06, but that'll just let me know the people were to confirm the witness, okay?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, then, Ms. Turner, you're all set till February the 20th at 9 o'clock, and then we'll see how it proceeds from there, okay?
Okay.
All right, have a great day. Stay safe. Happy holidays to you. All right.
Thank
Um,
you, Your Honor.
All right, Mr. Brown, start your video for me. All right, Mr. Brown, I'm going to send you to a breakout room so you can speak to the lawyer. It's going to pop up on your screen. Please accept to join breakout room number 3. Ms. Ritter, are you available to talk to Mr. Dillard?
Yeah, Judge, I'll talk to Mr. Dillard again, and then I'll go and talk to the complaining witness, that's in the breakout room.
Go talk to the complaining witness first.
Okay. May I go now, Judge?
Yes.
Thank you.
Mr. Dillard, I'm going to send you to a breakout room, and Ms. Ritter is going to come in to speak with you after she, after she finishes talking to her witness on another case.
Okay.
All right, so I'll put you in breakout, and your client is here now.
What
Well, at least
breakout?
they were here, now they're gone.
Yeah, I talked to him. He said he was here.
Yeah, well, now he's not. Now he's not, so I'm gonna
He'll
put,
be back.
well, I hope I'm still here when he comes back.
Well, we're looking
You
at
can
a
go to
resolution.
breakout room to number 19.
Thank you. We're looking at resolution today, Your Honor.
Okay, okay, hopefully he'll come back. I believe, can Mark's iPad unmute and tell me your name?
Mark Lakin.
Yeah, I thought that was you. Okay, Mr. Lakin. Ms. Ritter is here, but I'm sorry. Your client is here, but Ms. Ritter is in a breakout room right now. So when she comes out, I'll be able to take your matter.
Great,
Did you need to speak with your client in a breakout room?
Sure. Yeah, I will. Thank you.
Okay, I'll bring your client in. Okay. I put Mr. Dillard in 19. Okay. Okay, Mr. Wheeler is not connecting. Hold on, let me share my screen.
Hello?
Okay, I guess he's connected now.
Right. Let's see what we have here.
Mr. Wheeler, please accept to join the breakout room. I'm going to send you in to speak with your lawyer. Whoops. I'm going to send you both to breakout room number 10. Mr. Wheeler, please go to breakout room. Okay.
Yes, Your Honor.
I didn't call you, Mr. Dillard.
Oh, I thought you.
Mr. Poplar, please accept to join the breakout room, sir. Wait for the lawyers to come in to speak with you. All right, Mr. Dillard, we're ready. This is case number 234518901, the people of the state of Michigan versus Curtis Foster Petway. The defendant is charged with 1 count of guns, reckless use, 1 count of brandishing a firearm, and today is the date set for a final pretrial conference. Appearances, please.
For the record, Your Honor, Christina Ritter on behalf of the people.
Joseph Dillard, P37225, on behalf of Mr. Foster Petway. Mr. Petway, identify yourself for the record.
Curtis Foster Petway.
Thank you, sir. Today is the date set for final pretrial conference. Mr. Dillard, how are we proceeding?
Yeah, and I've had an opportunity to speak with APA Ritter, as well as speak with my client. With respect to today's hearing, he wishes to take advantage of the plea offer in this particular case.
And okay, what is the plea offer?
Your Honor, I don't have the form in front of me, but the plea offer is that he would plead guilty to the count 1, and that as to count 2, that would be dismissed with a recommendation from the prosecutor's office to HIDA.
Ms. Ritter, is that the people's offer?
Judge, that's correct. That is the people's offer. In addition to the recommendations, Judge, the people will recommend a term of probation, handgun safety intervention classes, and no possession of any weapons during the probationary period.
All right, and Mr. Foster Petway, your lawyer has indicated that you want to accept the people's offer. Sir, is that what you want to do?
Yes.
Mr. Foster Petway, I'm going to share my screen, sir. On my screen is going to appear an advice of rights form. My question to you is, okay, hold on. My question to you is, have you had an opportunity to review for yourself or to go over with your lawyer your constitutional rights?
Yes.
Sir, when you did that, did you understand, your constitutional rights?
Yes.
Sir, do you understand that this is a misdemeanor and therefore you do have a right to a trial? However, if I accept this plea from you today, you are giving up your right to a trial.
Correct.
Has anyone threatened you in any way or promised you anything that was not placed on the record today to get you to give up your right to a trial and enter into this plea?
No.
Sir, drawing your attention to number 8 on the advice of rights form, are you currently on probation or parole?
No.
Finally, drawing your attention to number 11 on the advice of rights form, Sir, do you understand that by entering into this voluntary plea, you may be giving up your right to the automatic appeal to the circuit court? And if you were to change your mind about the plea, you would either have to request permission of this court to set aside your plea or request permission of the circuit court to appeal the conviction. Do you understand?
Yes.
Sir, with that understanding, is it still your desire and intention to give up your right to your trial and enter into this plea today?
Yes.
Will you raise your right hand for me? Do you swear or affirm that the testimony you're about to give will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
I swear.
All right, you may put your hand down. Who's going to voir dire Mr. Foster Petway with respect to the factual basis?
I will, Your Honor.
All right, you may.
Mr. Foster Petway, on September 4, 2023, were you in the city of Detroit, county of Wayne, Michigan?
Yes.
And on that day, did you recklessly or willfully discharge a firearm?
Yes.
And was that a pistol?
Yes.
And did you do so without due caution for the safety of others?
Yes.
Satisfied, Your Honor.
Are the people satisfied?
The people are satisfied, Judge.
All right, the court is also satisfied. So, and I apologize. The plea is to guns, reckless use, and then dismissal of brandishing, correct?
Correct, Your Honor.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, the court is satisfied. Then I will accept a guilty plea to 1 count of guns, reckless use, and in exchange for that plea and pursuant to the offer from the people, the court will dismiss count 2, brandishing a weapon. All right, having accepted that plea, the court is going to set the matter for sentencing. Mr. Flanagan, what is my schedule like on January the 26th, please?
January 26th, just, let me see.
All right, is January 26th a good day for you, Mr. Diller?
Yes, Your Honor.
Court is going to set the matter for January 26th, 2024 at 9:00 a.m. I'm sorry. I'm actually, the offer from the people was Haida, correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
So I'm going to set the sentencing for 9:50. And then Mr. Foster Petway, you have a right to be sentenced in person, but you may also consent to being sentenced via Zoom. Which do you prefer, sir?
Zoom.
Then the matter is set at 9:50 on January 26th on Zoom. I am going to order a pre-sentence investigation so that I can determine if I am going to grant Haida. It's a 99.5% chance that I'm going to grant you Haida. I just want to see your background a little bit, see if there's anything on there that might give me pause. How old are you now, Mr. Foster Petway?
I'm 25.
All right. Okay, so I need Mr. Dillard for you to contact the courtroom and make sure we have a current address and phone number for Mr. Foster Petway. Mr. Foster Petway, probation is going to contact you by telephone to schedule the pre-sentence investigation. If they cannot reach you, they're going to leave you a message and mail you a letter directing you to contact them. It's important that you respond to probation so that I can have a proper pre-sentence investigation on the date of your sentencing, okay?
Okay.
All right. Unless there's something else for the record, we're all set.
No, thank you, Your Honor.
Mr. Dillard, you're muted.
Have a great day, Your Honor.
All right, everyone have a great day. Stay
And
safe and happy.
I will send something over there to the court with respect to his address and updates.
All right, everyone have a great day. Stay safe. Happy holidays.
Thank you, Anna.
you as well.
All right. Okay, all right, there's Mr. Allen. All right, Mr. Lakin, are you ready? Your client didn't come out.
I'm ready to now talk to the prosecutor if they're ready. Before they were in a breakout room earlier.
Oh, that's right. Okay, I'll send you to another breakout room, Mr. Lakin, and then let me see if Mr. Allen is ready. I'll put Mr. Allen's case on the record, and then Ms. Ritter can come in to you. Okay.
Sure, that's great. Thank you.
Okay. All right. Good morning, Mr. Allen.
Good morning, Your Honor.
You're ready to proceed?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. Let me bring in your client. Mr. Powell, okay, there you go. Thank you, Mr. Powell. This is case number 184455901, the people of the state of Michigan versus Sean Lamont Powell. The defendant is charged with one count of operating with a high BAC. Today is the date set for a final pretrial conference. Appearances, please.
For the record, Your Honor, Christina Ritter on behalf of the people.
Elliot Allen on behalf of defendant Sean Powell.
And your P number, Mr. Allen?
I'm sorry, Your Honor, P40394.
That's okay. And then Mr. Mr. Powell, your name, your full name, sir?
Sean Lamont Powell.
Thank you, sir. Today is the date set for a final pretrial conference. Mr. Allen, how are we proceeding?
Your Honor, I'm going to have to beg the court's indulgence. I haven't had an opportunity to speak with the prosecutor regarding the settlement of this offer, and it's not due to any fault of the prosecution. I've just been in very bad health recently, and I just haven't had a chance to follow up on a few things. So if I can have a talk with the prosecutor, I'd appreciate it, Your Honor.
And when you say a talk with the prosecutor, you mean you want to talk to her now, today, or are you saying you want to be able to talk to her in the future?
I'd like to talk to her in the future.
Okay. So you're requesting an adjournment of this final pretrial?
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you. The court is going to continue a not guilty plea on behalf of Mr. Powell. I will adjourn the final pretrial. Are you available January 26th, counsel?
Yes, I am, Your Honor.
Court will adjourn the final pretrial conference to January 26, 2024 at 9:00 a.m.
Thank you.
If I know anything about the prosecutor, counsel, the offer is probably OWI, and anything else has to go through Mr. Bresnahan for a deviation request. Am I correct, Ms. Ritter?
That's correct, Judge.
See how I'm learning how to know the prosecution stuff?
Thank you for that, Your Honor. Ms. Ritter, if I could just have a contact number for you before we go off.
Yes, ma'am, Judge.
You may.
313-967-2860.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
All right. All right, then we're all set until January 26th at 9:00. Everyone have a great day. Stay safe and happy holidays to you.
Thank you, Your Honor. Same to you.
All right. Thank you. All right. Ms. Ritter, you can have at it. You can have at it.
Go to Mr. Lakin in room 15, Your Honor.
No, just wait. I changed my mind just that quick. Let's go ahead and do Brown, Broughton. Why do I have somebody I didn't highlight? Oh, what happened with Heath? Oh, the offer. Are you going to get a new date or are we doing something else?
We can set this matter for a jury trial and just ask for the offer to stay open until that final pretrial before the jury trial.
Okay. So I'll go back on the record with Mr. Heath first. Then I'll do, where's Mr. Lakin's client? Is Mr. Oh, he must be still in the breakout. No, he's not. There's, okay, Mr. Lakin's client isn't even here. All right. Okay, Mr. Heath, you should be able to turn on your video, sir. All right, recalling case number 204539001, the People versus Mikhail Gerard Heath, and defendant is charged with guns improper possession. Mr. Byrd, how do we wish to proceed?
Yes, Your Honor, we would like to set this matter for a jury trial and respectfully request from the prosecutor that the offer stay open until the final pretrial before the jury trial.
Ms. Ritter, that remains your policy, correct? Or your practice? I don't know if it's a policy.
Yeah, it remains, so it's still 2023.
Oh my goodness.
Thank you, Ms. Ritter.
Oh my goodness. It's gonna be the same policy practice in 24, Mr. Byrd. Today is the day set for final pretrial. I will continue a not guilty plea on behalf of Mr. Heath, and I will set the matter for jury trial. Let's go with, how old is Mr. Heath?
22.
Okay.
At the time of the offense, she was 19.
At the time of the offense, I believe I was like 18, turning 19.
Okay, well then I want to give him a oh, well, but so Mr. Byrd, I believe. Okay, somebody correct me if I'm wrong. Is it the delayed, is HIDA the situation where they have to plead guilty in order to get HIDA?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, so Mr. Byrd, when you all are speaking with your client, of course, just know that, advise him. Of course, he always has a right to go to trial. Always have a right to go to trial. But your Mr. Heath is HIDA eligible, and if he does not plead guilty, he can't get HIDA. So just know that he's HIDA eligible. So I'm going to put him on the trial docket for. Is Miss Stevenson on? Miss Stevenson.
Yes, Judge.
So I just had 2 trials canceled for February 21st, and then I still have 1 trial on the docket for February 21st, but the final pretrial conference is not until January 11th. That's somebody, Bajana Clark, it looks like. Disorderly disturbance, or
Yeah,
disorderly drunk or something they put on there.
if you want to schedule something else with that trial time, that would be okay.
That would work. Okay, so let's put Mr. Heath on for February 21st with the final pretrial conference, February the 9th. So jury trial, February 21st. Final pretrial, February 9th. The offer stays open, and the eligibility for HIDA, well, I should say the offer stays open only until the final pretrial. Then, of course, if he gets the jury trial day and decides to plead guilty, he just wouldn't have the people's offer. But I think at 19, I wouldn't have needed the people's consent for HIDA. Is that correct?
That's correct, Judge, and I think I conveyed that information.
Yeah. So he's HIDA eligible if he takes a plea. Otherwise, we will go to trial. Okay. Anything further for the record?
No, thank you, Your Honor.
Nothing further, Your Honor. Thank you.
All right, then we're all set. Mr. Heath, until February 9th. Have a great day. Stay safe. Happy holidays to you. All right. Heath. MSD 29. And what is he charged with?
And proper possession of a firearm.
Okay, good. Okay, you're all set, Mr. Heath. Have a great day. Stay safe. All right, Ms. Ritter, go ahead and talk to Mr. Lakin.
Okay.
And tell Mr. Lakin his client is not here though. So go talk to Mr. Lakin and then let him know his client left.
Any way we can get Mr. Montgomery done, Judge?
Ms. Stevenson said, no. Why, Ms. Stevenson?
So he can get on to the next thing he has to do today.
I mean, everybody else got something else to do too. You want me to take a poll in the waiting room?
Yes.
Yeah, they all have something to do. That's what the poll is going to say. All right.
Thank you, Judge.
Yeah, okay, because apparently I'm not in charge of this.
Mr. Montgomery is very grateful, Your Honor.
Whatever. All right, this is case number 224546901, the People versus Robert Eugene Montgomery. Defendant is charged with 1 count of assault or assault and battery. Today is the day set for final pretrial conference, and the boss has said, call the case now. Appearances, please.
And for the record,
Madam
Your Honor,
Boss.
the record, the non-boss, Attorney Janice Stevenson, who is a servant, appearing on behalf of Mr. Robert Montgomery. Sorry, Mr. Montgomery, please state your full name for the record, sir. You have to unmute.
Unmute, Mr. Montgomery.
Sorry about that. Robert Eugene Montgomery.
All right, Ms. Montgomery, we just having a little bit of fun at your expense because I was getting ready to allow the prosecutor to go speak with another lawyer, and then Ms. Stevenson, your lawyer, said, well, let's do Mr. Montgomery first, Judge. Do Mr. Montgomery first because he got something else to do. So I said, okay, boss, I'm going to call Mr. Montgomery out. All right, so today is the date set for final pretrial conference. How are we proceeding?
Your Honor, on behalf of Mr. Montgomery, we believe the complainant's presence was required today. If the complainant is not present, we would move for dismissal, Your Honor.
Ms. Ritter.
Your Honor, there was a final pretrial conference scheduled today by the court requiring the complainant to be present. It looks like, according to the notes from our victim advocate services, there was an attempt to try to reach the complaining witness, Mr. Lamar Wright. However, that attempt was unsuccessful. So at this time, Your Honor, the people will not be able to proceed based on the complainant witness's failure to appear for today's final pretrial conference.
All right, today is the day set for pretrial. The complaining witness was required to appear. They have failed to appear. The people have been unable to locate the witness and they are unable to proceed. Mr. Montgomery, the court is going to grant defense counsel's motion. The matter is dismissed without prejudice. That is a without prejudice, Mr. Montgomery. That means if the people were to locate their witness and the witness wanted to proceed, they would have an opportunity, if they chose to reinstate, to refile those charges. But for now, the court is going to dismiss the matter without prejudice. We will mail you a copy of the order of dismissal for your record, sir. Have a great day. Stay safe. Happy holidays to you.
You too. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Your Honor.
You're welcome. You're welcome, Ms. Stevenson. Yes, go, Ms. Ritter. Go, Ms. Ritter. Yeah, ask Ms. Stevenson. Can you go now? Can you go?
She never asked me permission for anything.
Yeah, well, it looked like we had to ask you now. Look like we have to ask you now. So go ahead, Ms. Ritter. And then we'll be on a recess while Ms. Ritter talks to another lawyer in the breakout room.
Thank you.
All right. You're welcome. Mr. Bird, you see what I have to put up with? Just the low person on the totem pole over here.
Your Honor. Oops.
Yes.
Mr. Elder called about tomorrow's 1:30 hearing. He asked if one of his clients can Zoom in because of his work schedule. He won't be able to come down in person.
What is it scheduled for?
It's a motion hearing, but I have it written down as a bond hearing for 1:30 tomorrow.
Oh, no, no, that's that bond here. No, no, no,
Okay, I'll
no.
call him.
Has to be in person.
Yes, ma'am. Okay.
Okay. Are we ready? MFD? MFD. All right, Mr. Bird, are you doing everybody in the waiting room?
I will be, Your Honor.
Okay.
Except Poplar. Except Poplar. Miss
Okay.
Stevenson will be handling Poplar.
So then let's go with Brown and Broden and Poplar. All right, this is case number 234551601, the people of the state of Michigan versus Deontay Lamar Brown. Defendant is charged with 1 count of malicious destruction of property and then 1 count of malicious destruction of something else. And today is the date set for Mr. Brown. What's going on with your device, sir? Are you able to? You leaning over, the sun is over your head, we can't really see you, you're doing too much. I need you to be stationary, seated in an upright position and ready to attend court. Mr. Lakin, you driving, so I'm gonna put you in the waiting room. Your client isn't here. All right, because no. Okay, defendant is charged with, I already caught the charges, and today is the day set for pretrial conference. Appearances, please.
For the record, Your Honor, Christina Ritter on behalf of the people.
Yes, Your Honor. Brandon Bird on behalf of Deontay Brown. Mr. Brown, can you unmute yourself and please state your full name for the record?
Yeah, my name is Deontay Lamar Brown.
Thank you. Today is the day set for pretrial conference. Mr. Bird.
Yes, Your Honor. Respectfully, we're going to request dismissal if there's no complaining witness.
Ms. Ritter.
Judge, I don't see the complaining witness, Ms. Jessica Kelly, in the waiting room. However, it's the first time pretrial conference. I respectfully ask the court to adjourn the pretrial conference and give the complaining witness one more opportunity to appear.
Today is the day set for pretrial. The court is going to deny defense counsel's motion for dismissal, grant the people's request for a one-time adjournment, giving them an opportunity to locate and notify the complaining witness of the obligation that they appear before the court. I'm going to set the pretrial conference for Friday, January 26th at 8:36. The complaining witness is required to appear. Failure of the complaining witness to appear will most likely result in the matter being dismissed unless the people have a valid explanation as to why the complaining witness did not appear or should not be required to appear. Bond will continue with no contact with the complaining witness. Anything further?
Judge, that was January 26th?
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you, Judge. Nothing further from the people.
Nothing further, Your Honor. Thank you.
All right, then, Mr. Brown, we're all set until January 26th at 8:36 on Zoom. Have a great day. Stay safe. Happy holidays. Ms. Stevenson, your client left. Mr. Bird, your client left Broden. So I'm ready on Poplar. This is case number 214538901, the people of the state of Michigan versus Eric Poplar. The defendant is charged with 1 count of assault aggravated. Today is the date set for review. Appearance, please.
Janice Stevenson appearing on behalf of Eric Poplar. Mr. Poplar, sir, please unmute and say your full name.
Eric Dwayne Poplar Jr.
Thank you. Today is the day set for a review. With respect to the review, I placed Mr. Poplar on a 15-month probation, March 13th, and he has completed anger management. He was testing 3 times a month, and he still has to clear up a warrant and pay his court balance, which is kind of substantial. Ms. Stevenson?
So, Your Honor, I'm going to ask the court I did not inquire as to whether or not Mr. Poplar wanted to try to do some community service. I guess I would ask him that at this time. Other than that, we would ask that the probation continue as scheduled, Your Honor.
All right, Mr. Poplar.
Yes.
Do you need community service, sir, for some of your money, or are you going to be able to pay?
No, I can pay it. I was in a car accident 2 weeks ago. I can pay it. I was out of work, so I will have that paid by the 10th of January. That's when I get my check.
Okay.
I will have the whole balance paid off in full.
All right. Well, so 12 months would be March. I put them on for 15. 12 months would be March. So
Okay.
I'm going to just continue you to the 12-month date, and then if it's paid by then, and it looks like you have one warrant.
One? Where? What city?
It's in 50. Y'all don't be discussing this in the breakout room, is it? It's in Novi. It says you have a traffic warrant.
Okay, I can get that fixed. That's not a problem. I just got to schedule a court date. That's not a problem.
All right, let's put him on March the 14th. March 14th. At 1:30.
Okay.
I have another question, Your Honor.
You want to go back to breakout?
Oh, no. Just a simple question. No, it's not nothing like that. No, I just asked you, I'm on a still schedule for 3 times a month, or are you going to reduce it? Because I did everything that you asked me to do.
We're going to get to that, Mr. Poplar.
Okay, my bad. Sorry for rushing. My bad. I apologize.
I've never been a defendant, Mr. Poplar, so I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know how to act.
Okay.
But I was going to address the testing. According to probation, he does have a valid medical marijuana card, as does anybody who applies. I'm going to say that every time.
You said
they might give a medical marijuana card to my dog at this point. But anyway, she moving slow, and I think they told me she got glaucoma, so they probably get her one. I did have you testing 3 times a month. You haven't tested positive for any prohibited substances, so I am going to reduce your testing to once a month. Well, let me see. What are Poplar? Well, I'm actually going to discontinue the testing. So we can discontinue testing. All right. Anything further?
Nothing on behalf of Mr. Poplar. Thank you very much, Your Honor.
All right, Mr. Poplar, you're all set until March 14th. If you have the balance paid and that warrant, at least a court date scheduled, then I'm going to discharge you from probation, okay?
Okay, thank you, and you have a wonderful afternoon.
All right, thank you. Same to you, and happy holidays.
Yep, same to you. Thank you.
All right.
Yep.
Okay, Ms. Broden is back. Case number.
Yeah,
No. All right, case number 234493401, the People versus Portia. Middle name is Oreliah. Broden, defendant, is charged with malicious destruction of property and larceny. Today is the date set for a final pretrial conference. Appearances, please.
For the record, Your Honor, Christina Ritter on behalf of the people.
And yes, Your Honor, Brandon Bird on behalf of Portia Broden. Ms. Broden, can you please state your full name for the record?
Portia Broden.
Today is the date set for final pretrial conference. Mr. Bird?
Yes, Your Honor, respectfully, we're going to request dismissal in this matter if there's no complaining witness.
Oh, this is too much for me to handle. Ms. Ritter.
So, Judge, I'm just a little thrown off because I don't have any notes from the pretrial conference, which was scheduled on October 3rd of 2023 at 1:30.
October 3rd?
Yes, Your Honor.
My notes are at the court upstairs. Mr. Flanagan, do you have any notes in the ROA?
Yes, on October 3rd, it was scheduled for a final pretrial today. And the bond continued, virtual hearing scheduled.
You don't have anything about whether the complaining witness appeared?
No, Your Honor.
All right, Ms. Flanagan, can you go upstairs in my office, and on my desk, there's gonna be those hanging file folders, but they're just laying on the desk, on the left-hand side of the desk.
Okay.
And they have my notes in it. You could just bring all of them downstairs. And October 2023, you'll see a folder, but once you get downstairs, we can go to that folder.
Okay, I'll be right back.
Oh, it might not even be in there while I'm sending. Oh, you said October 3rd, though. That's the beginning of October.
Yes,
Yeah, it's probably, they should, my October note should be in there. All right, so let's give me a moment, and then let me just check online. Let me just make sure it's not in here. Oh no, this start with October 26th. So. So that's going to take him just a moment to go up there and get those notes. So let me see if Mr. Lakin and his client are now ready, but. All right, we appear to be ready on Wheeler. This is case number, oops, I'm sorry. Oh, I'm sorry. This is case number 234526501, the People versus Corey Todd Wheeler. Defendant is charged with operating while intoxicated and reckless driving. Today is the date set for a pretrial conference. Appearances, please.
For the record, Your Honor, Christina Ritter on behalf of the people.
You're muted, Mr. Lakin. You're muted. Unmute. Okay.
Mark Lakin, P41147 on behalf of Mr. Wheeler.
Whoops. Mr. Wheeler, please unmute, sir, and state your name.
Corey Todd Wheeler.
And okay, start your camera back for me, please. Thank you, sir. Today is the date set for a pretrial conference. Mr. Lakin, how are we proceeding?
Your Honor, losing it here. We have decided that we'd like to set this matter down for an evidentiary hearing for 6 to 8 weeks from now. In the meantime,
Why? That's not appropriate. I decide if there's going to be an evidentiary hearing. What do you mean? Why do we need an evidentiary hearing?
well, it's on a variety of issues. Ms. Ritter has furnished me videos this morning that I've reviewed, but she hasn't had time to review them yet. But there are some search and seizure issues that relate to this case that require the officers being present. In the meantime, what we decided, and hopefully you'll agree to, is that I would contact Mr. Bresnahan regarding a possible early resolution, but we didn't want to like stall the case. We wanted to put something on the calendar that would keep the case moving. And if Your Honor would give us an evidentiary hearing date, many of the issues, it might be a dispositive motion on filing. That's what I'm saying.
Okay, well, so file your motion first. you file the motion first, and then we get on the doc, and then I look and see if I need an evidentiary hearing. It's possible that I could grant or deny the motion without having the evidentiary hearing.
Okay, I appreciate that. So you give us
So
any
file
date.
the motion, I'll set a final pretrial conference, and you can
Okay, that's perfect.
All right.
Perfect,
Court
thank
is
you.
going to continue a not guilty plea on behalf of Mr. Wheeler. Whoops. And then I will set the matter for a final pretrial conference. And you can, in the meantime, file a motion. The court will determine if I will set the matter for an evidentiary hearing. But let's set a final pretrial conference for March 6th, if that's a good day for you, counsel.
That's fine. March
All
6th
right.
is probably, hold on, March 5th, probably a bad date. It's my last day of an Oakland County trial.
March 6th, okay, so let's go to March 8th, that Friday.
That's great. March 8th is perfect.
All right, court set a final pretrial conference for March 8th. And then if I receive a motion before that time, upon review, I can either set the hearing date for that same date, or I can put it on for a hearing date. Bond will continue with no contact with the complaining witness. Oh, there's no complaining witness.
And Your Honor, I'd like to bring up another just quick issue. My client, more than 3 years ago, when he was arrested and not charged back then, they issued him a temporary driving license, the paper license, which is now expired. And apparently at the arraignment for this case this year, which I wasn't party to, they told him to bring it up. Maybe he could be reissued a new one. But somebody has to reissue that license so he can keep driving.
Well, that I don't have anything to do with driver's licenses. But what I will say is, I mean, I don't know if
I think the officer and whoever
Mr. Flanagan, I thought I saw October. You brought the whole stat? There's a folder that says October 2023.
In the hanging, like the hanging file area on your desk?
No, there are some hanging file folders that are just sitting on my desk, right?
Oh, okay. I didn't grab those. I looked in the other section. Okay, I'll get those.
Right. No, they're just sitting on my desk on the edge of the desk.
Okay.
All right.
Maybe we can get Ms. Ritter to ask the officer in charge to maybe just write a new one out.
I don't really understand what you're saying. So the Secretary of State handles and manages all issues dealing with licenses. If they issued him a paper license because of this case, I don't know if there's an automatic suspension that's associated with the case, but the case is not in warrant status. The case is on the court's docket. And then Mr. Wheeler, it would be my belief, all he has to do is go to the Secretary of State and see if he can get his license reinstated. I don't understand what the police
Judge, that's exactly what I told him. But apparently he went to the Secretary of State's office and they told him something different.
When did he go? While this case was in warrant status, or I mean, so you're saying here's 3 years ago they issued him a paper license, and then he never went and got his license. I promise you that Judge Bryant has nothing to do with the Secretary of State nor the issuance of licenses. And I believe that if he were to go to the Secretary of State, they could tell him whether he is eligible to have his license reinstated.
I agree.
Because there's nothing that I would do to reinstate his license.
Judge, we're on the same page. Thank you. We'll see you March 8th. Thank you.
You're welcome. Have a great day. Stay safe. Happy holidays.
You too. Happy holidays to you.
Your client is saying, oh, your lawyer left. You have to call your lawyer. Unmute yourself, sir. You're muted and you're saying a lot of stuff. I'm not going to discuss your driver's license. I've been doing this job for 17 years. And I know that I don't have anything to do with driver's licenses. From November 2007 until today's date, I've never signed an order for a driver's license. I've never signed anything about a driver's license. So you have to talk to the Secretary of State about that. Have a great day. Stay safe. All right, Mr. Flanagan had to go back upstairs.
Okay, Your Honor, I'm back. I have it.
I know you do. All right, is the 3rd in there?
October. Yes, ma'am.
Mr. Flanagan, teamwork makes the dream work. Okay.
Yes.
So find Miss Wheeler. No, sorry. Find Miss Broden's name. You see how I have the names written? Oh, and it was at 1:30, so it should be like on the 2nd page, probably.
Yeah, I have the names here, but I do not have her. I don't see her name written down.
Miss Broden's name isn't on there?
Tuesday, October 3rd, 1:30. No.
Okay, can you confirm in the register that was the last date for her court appearance?
I thought it was the 23rd.
Nope, it was October 3rd for a pretrial. And on that day, I have miscellaneous action scheduled for a final pretrial for today. And then on October 5th, you had signed removal of the GPS tether.
Okay, so that doesn't make sense. That doesn't make sense. And you're saying I didn't write. I have some names written at 1:30, but Miss Broden's name is not written.
Yes.
Okay, that means I didn't call her case. Are we sure that? I mean, I write down everybody's name. Okay, okay, let me ask this, Mr. Flanagan, is that the end of it's only 2 pages?
For Tuesday, October 3rd, yes.
And then the next date that's for my notes is a different date.
Yep, October 4th, that Wednesday.
Okay, I mean, I can have the court reporter look and see, but and the fact that Mr. Flanagan said miscellaneous action, that doesn't say that the case was called. So I'm going to just do this. I'm going to today deny the motion. My notes don't reflect that I required the complainant to appear today. My notes don't reflect that I called the case on October 3rd. And I clearly was working. So that's a little different, but let's, but I do want to know what happened that day. So Ms. Projeski, I need to see the record for October the 3rd.
Yes.
At 1:30, so that I can see for the next hearing, because that's weird that I wouldn't have written her name down if the case was called. I'm going to continue a not guilty plea, and I will set a final pretrial conference. Let's go with the January 26th date. I think, have I overloaded myself on January 26th? So, Ms. Ritter, does your notes reflect that does your notes reflect that a complaining witness ever appeared?
No, Judge, and that's why I was thrown off, because I don't have any notes for the pretrial, which leads me to believe, since the court doesn't have any notes, that the case wasn't called. That's the only way
I think it wasn't called, and I think this is probably an error. Maybe it was supposed to be at something 35 or something like that. So that's okay. Mr. Flanagan, were you working on October the 3rd? Because that maybe.
Yes, I'm looking at my dockets right now, trying to find the date.
Okay. Well, we're going to just set it for January 26th, I think. We're going to set it for January 26th. And now it will be set. I think it should only be for a pretrial conference, but also it will be set for 9:06. So now the complaining witness is required to appear. Failure of the complaining witness to appear will most likely result in the matter being dismissed unless the people have a valid explanation why the complaining witness could not appear or should not be required to appear. Bond will continue with no contact with the complaining witness. Because that I don't know that the case was called on October 3rd. So anything further?
No, thank you, Judge.
Ms. Broden, I want you to stop playing with your hair, ma'am. You know that you were supposed to comb that wrap out before you had came on court. Now it keep falling in your face. Now you keep on trying to fix it. Now you know a wrap is for this. I know. Okay. I'm gonna leave you alone. I used to wear a wrap a long time ago. Long time ago. All right. Okay. All right. You have a great day. Stay safe. Happy holidays. And I'll see you on January 26th. Okay.
At what time? Or
9:06.
Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome. All right. Bye-bye. Okay. I think we are finished. Those are all the people that showed up. So everybody at 8:35 is Capius.
Okay.
And probably Mr. Banks is Capius. Have they Capius before? Those are older cases. And then we can put Ms. Clerk on February 9th.
Okay.
At 9:05.
Banks has Capius before.
All right, so that's a Capius again. And what about Mitchell at the 9